Hi everyone, and welcome to the Curry Cave. Today I'm going to be making a recipe. It's chicken Dhansak from my first cookbook, The Curry Guide. This is a really easy, all these recipes are quite simple to make, and this is, like the rest of them, very simple to make. So I just want to go through it and tell you a little bit about what goes into it first. So let's look at the ingredients. We've got our garlic and ginger paste. I've got about a tablespoon, maybe about a tablespoon and a half of garlic and ginger paste. We got our spices over here, which is a tablespoon of mixed powder, and there will be a link to that on how to make it, but you could just use a good curry powder. I've got a half teaspoon of turmeric, and I've also got some chili powder, which I'm going to add to taste. I would recommend about a half tablespoon or so, as it's a spicy, sweet, and sour curry. I also have some pre-cooked chicken. Now, we're making the Dhansak sauce here, so if you want to use something else, let's say you're vegetarian and you want to use maybe pumpkin or squash, potatoes, that's all fine too. That's great. Then I've got my pineapple here. I got pineapple and also pineapple juice, and I'm going to add a lot of that juice to it as well to give it a nice sweet flavor. I've got some pre-cooked lentils here, and just so you know, these are the lentils, so just the little red split lentils. That's what goes into it. And just cook that as per the packaging, whatever it says on the instructions. Over here, I've got some tomato puree, and I'll give instructions on how to make that as well, but you can just blend some tomatoes. It's really easy. I got some coriander and also some lemon, so that's going to give it a nice sour flavor. So sweet, sour, and spicy. So then, those are the ingredients. Quite simple, right? So let's go over to the pan and start cooking. So I've got my pan over a medium-high heat, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of rapeseed oil. Any vegetable oil will do. And I'm going to go ahead and add the garlic and ginger paste now. Garlic burns quite easily, so I usually just add that to the pan right away. But really, once it starts bubbling like this, you just need to let it fry for about 30 seconds, and that's just to cook out the rawness. Now I'm going to add the spices, which are turmeric, chili powder, and lastly the mixed powder. And we'll give that all a nice stir. Just stir it right into that oily garlic. And now, let's scrape that a bit. Now we're going to go ahead and add the tomato puree, which will give us our Dhansak paste. So this is the paste that the whole sauce starts with, and get that right and you're halfway there. To that we're going to add some of the base sauce. Now the chicken I'm using today, there is a recipe in my book for pre-cooked or stewed chicken, but I made things a little bit easier on myself today and just decided to throw the raw chicken into the base sauce, which gave it a really nice chicken-like flavor and also cooked the chicken through. So it just killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Very easy. In goes the chicken and some of the sauce. And now we're just going to stir this around a bit. We just want to coat the chicken with that sauce, just to heat it through. And I've just turned my pan up to high now, so it's just going to really start bubbling. If you look around the edges there, you'll see that after a while it starts to caramelize around the side, and that's a good thing. You want that to, it won't happen if you have a non-stick pan, but if you got one of these stainless steel pans, you just scrape that in, and it just adds a lot of nice flavor. So now I'm going to add the cooked lentils. We'll give that a stir in there as well. And these lentils will, they taste delicious. They will really start to thicken the sauce as well. Add a little bit more there. And you don't want to be stirring from the bottom at all. You just want to be letting it cook and scraping on the sides as and when needed. Now I'm going to add the pineapple. And I don't like big chunks of pineapple, so I just use the small ones. You can use whatever size you like. And add some of the pineapple juice as well. We're just going to let that simmer now over this high heat. Let it reduce down until I'm happy with the sauce, and you do the same. Just when you're happy with the consistency of the sauce, that's when it's ready. I'm going to throw in some coriander. Give that a stir as well. And this is coming along just fine. Now in goes the lemon. And I'll add all that lemon. I might end up adding a little bit more at the end, but for right now, I think this will probably do the job. It's just a curry for two. You always want to add lemon at the end, otherwise it loses its tartness, sourness. Stir that, get all that goodness in there from the sides. And then add just a touch of salt, salt to taste. Always add salt to taste. So then, that's my Dhansak finished. So I think the only thing to do now is to try it. And for me, that is the perfect blend of sweetness, sourness, saltiness, and spice. Most important thing about these recipes is they are to be used as guides. You should, if you want it to be a little bit sweeter, add some more pineapple juice or pineapple. If you don't like pineapple, you can add a little bit of mango to it, mango chutney. Chili powder is the same thing. Use as much or as little as you like. Don't make it too spicy for yourself, or you won't enjoy the curry. And the sourness, sometimes I add a little bit more lemon. This time it seems to have turned out with just one lemon. Absolutely perfect. So really happy with how that came out. Hope you've enjoyed this. I have a lot more videos on the way. And please subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much.